Bortle here at the 2019 RIRA Regional Lubbock, Texas, aka YCS Lubbock. Introduce yourself, buddy. What you play?
Well, my name's Damian, and I played Salamangreat.
Salamangreat. What place you get?
Fifth.
Fifth? Hey, man. Only saw that topped, I think. Let's see the goo, man.
All right, let's go to get this started then. Of course, we had to play the standard, one gazelle, the 3 spinny, and then I opted for the 3.
Wait, hold up. Why one gazelle? No, I'm playing. Nice.
Because, Konami said so. Also, I played at 3. I know, man. And then just to finish up, the Salamangreat lineup, I played 1 foul, 1 jack, 1 falcon, 1 raccoon.
Hold up. Hold the phone. What is that? What is this?
Raccoon?
Raccoon, yes. What's it do? Oh my god.
So basically what it does is when my opponent battles with the Salamangreat monster, I can send it from my hand, and I target both that monster and my Salamangreat monster. I gain life points equal to their monster's attack points, and then my monster can't be destroyed by battle for the rest of the turn.
So is this for time?
Yeah, it's for everything.
Everything? Okay.
It comes up when I'm getting beat up. There was a match where I had 14,000 life points, and I played this, and I went back up to 6K, and I was like, we're doing it.
How were they at 14,000, or what was it? What?
They beat me up. I was getting wrecked by Sky Striker. It was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
But it saved me. I came back, and the guy was just there okay. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this.
It's very impressive, man.
I know. That's my favorite card. OP right there. I searched this all day, swear to God.
You hear that, Konami? We need a hollow version of that. Yeah.
They should. I really wish they did. I love that card. It's my favorite. It's too broken. But that's all the Salamangreats I played for monsters.
Okay.
Then to finish up the Cybers, I played 2 Flame Buffalo, 1 Lady Debug, and 1 Backup Secretary.
Okay.
Backup Secretary is just too nice, trust me. Never want it. And Buffalo just you just want him to draw. He's your pot of greed. Now for hand traps, unlike everyone else, I only played 2 Ash Blossom, 1 Effect Veiler, and 1 Ogre. So...
You want to explain its ratio, or...?
So, I really didn't like Ogre, but I was like, it comes up. Ash, I wanted to play 3, but I was running out of space. I ended up playing 41 cards. So I had to cut something so I can make it more consistent. And I was like, well, if I draw Ash, I draw it, Effect Veiler, well, it was there to basically supplement my lack of a 3rd impermanence.
Okay.
So that's why I had him at 1. I was like, well, we're going to play it like that.
But the Veiler came in clutch actually, or did you wish it was the 3rd impermanence when you saw it?
The Veiler actually came in clutch. I was playing against an Infernoid player. Basically, he ended up summoning out Seismic underneath a Bortle sword. He was about to enter battle phase, well, before you do that, drop Veiler on your Seismic Toss, and he's like, why? I was like, I can't afford you to banish my cards, man. We're not sending anything to grave. I need what's on field. So he ended up attacking me. I ended up dropping Raccoon to save my cards, and I was like, all right. And I ended up getting life points, and he couldn't do anything, so he kind of left it alone. Now, the last card I have here in my monster lineup is Tsuchinoko and 1 Jackalope.
Okay.
I saw everyone was playing it. It seemed like a good idea. Tsuchinoko is a free 3 no matter what you do, so it's just good. And
just a snack, right?
Yeah, and Jackalope's really bad, so I only played it at 1. I don't have enough space, as you can tell. I was kind of cutting things and just we're going to do 1-ofs now. Now going into spell lineups, of course I had to play, 3 Silent Mining. We don't have Circle anymore, so I needed to search Gazelle somehow. 2 Cosmic Cyclone, because it just comes up in everything. Sky Strikers, when they need the 3 spells or traps, you just banish it. Anything with back row and you don't want to play through it in case it might be there can only be 1 or something. You just want to get rid of it so you don't have to worry about it. 2 Called by the Grave, because we can't afford to actually get my cards. And my favorite card of the day was Silent Backdoor.
Hold up, what does this do?
Basically, I target a Cyberse monster, I banish it, and I search a monster with less attack points than that as long as it's a Cyberse monster. Then I return that monster I banished during my standby phase, and it can attack my opponent directly.
Very nice, man.
I use that card to search Raccoon 50% of the time.
Really?
Yeah. I was playing against another guy, playing against Sky Striker, and it actually works up in that matchup a lot. They widow anchor you, and you just banish their target so they don't get the pluses, and you just go off. And you're like, okay, we're not gonna let you take our cards and then beat us with them. But yeah, it's just everyone should be playing it. It's too good. Then I had one Foolish Burial for just in case I needed a Salamangreat card. I had the option to choose, and of course, one Sanctuary, one Will, one Circle, and the main deck Super Poly.
One copy.
One copy.
Does that actually do work, or?
It does. I OTK'd a lot of people with it today. I played an Altergeist player. He super polyed my cards, made his own Violet Chimera. I ended up making a Link monster of my own, super polyed with his Violet Chimera, and attacked his Nibiru. And we just beat him for game. I was like,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it was pretty good. I like these. It's just a really good way to play it out. I could play more super poly if I had the option in deck space, trust me. We'll go on to the traps here. The two infinite permanents, I played 3, but I couldn't find it, so we had to put Valor in. The one Solemn Strike, the Run War, and the one Rage.
How did this one random strike do?
This one random strike helped out a lot. Usually if you know where to hit, it's very convenient, So if you're playing against like Sky Striker, you just hit their Link summon so you don't have to worry about it, and then they can't get Ray back because it was never on the field. It stops out any effect monsters that would banish like an Altergeist when they would return my card like Strike, so I don't have to worry about it being banished. Return my hand actually. And outside, 41.
41?
Yeah, I played 41 because I couldn't decide, and I was like, we're gonna just play one extra card to be bad.
You would never cut Raccoon, right?
No, Raccoon's too spicy, so I was like, we're gonna play it just because I never wanted to drop Raccoon. I was like, it came in the clutch so many times. You want me to go into the extra deck first? The side deck. All right, we'll go into the extra deck. The extra deck's really common, I guess. Of course, we have to play, the two spicy Heat Leos, so I can know which one was reincarnated, Link summoned. From there, we played the 3 Balinks. I tried to cut it at 2, but there's so many times we just need the third one to go off because your opponents just know when you're playing Salamangreat, they hit it and you're like, oh well, I need something to go off. And then of course the 3 Sunlight Wills, because that's where all your recurrence comes from. Return everything that you need. With that, we're gonna move that to the next to end up the Link monsters. 1 Bortle Dragon and 1 Hida. That's it. I don't play Phoenix like everyone else because I didn't have space, and I was like, I think playing a fusion variant is better because I just have more opportunities. Of course, the Salamangreat Mirage Stallion.
Wait, do you think 2 is required?
It's required because a lot of the times they'll get rid of the first one, and then you have the second one as a backup, so you don't really have to constantly worry about where you're going to go with this. You can get all the targets you need without having to return Mirage Stallion and search your deck for the cards you need. So you have a backup one just in case, and it's just really good at covering everything back when you're bad at managing your resources or you're in like a bad circle. You just summon it, throw it out, search your deck for what you need, and then Abyss Dweller. Yeah, never played it today actually. I wish I did, but everyone was too good to play me, I guess. Then my fusions, Starving Venom, and Salamangreat Violet Chimera. Violet Chimera's OP. I beat Sky Striker with it, I beat Altergeist with it, I beat Infernoids with it. Everyone I played, I just throw him on the board and he just wipes it really fast. Just click, clear everything. It's too good. But yeah, that's what I got here for my main deck lineup, my extra deck. When it came to the side deck, it was basically going off what I saw, what everyone was expected to play. So I was kind of iffy about everyone playing like Thunder Dragon or in this case, Sky Striker. And then I was like, man, I can't afford True Draco because they pop too many things. So I ended up playing 3 evenly matched just in case to clear the boards, make it fair. I don't have enough resources anyway. The 2 anti-spell because, Pendulum just in case, Sky Striker. And then of course, the 1 Imperial Order to help you out with that. Now, just in case, I played against like Subterra Guru, Guru Control, or even the Altergeist matchup. I played the 1 red reboot, and if I played like Mystic Mine or something, I had the extra rage just in case. You never could be too prepared. From there, I just thought about everything else from Thunder Dragon to Orcust, and of course I had to bring out our big rock over here to save the day. And he did. I played against, man, who was I playing against? Thunder Dragon. He wiped the board. They went 2 Colossus, 1 Titan. I was just there like, Nibiru wiped the board. He was like, okay. I got rid of his resources and he scooped. It was good. Then, of course, for the Orcus Thunder Dragon matchup, we had Lancia. I didn't have enough space to play it the way I wanted to, so I only played 2 because I needed this card for just in case I got into time.
Oh, so you have 2 life point modifiers, right?
Exactly. I mean, it saves me in time when they call it out, and I was like, okay, we're gonna summon out Pero, Tribute, and then, game. They're like, oh, do 2,000 life points, get Sky Striker gaining 100 at a time. You're always clear. You're like, no, don't worry about that. And then the just in case for everything else, the additional Super Poly because Super Poly's too broke.
Second copy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my lineup here.
Well, nice. Shoutouts.
Man, I'd like to shout out everyone from El Paso because we're all good. My friends, Valentine, and then my friend Trevor, who's out here with me, waiting for me to go home. We're all ready to go. But that's it. Like, this is the first time I've ever got something so high and won a mat off of it.
Oh, it's your first regional title.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice, man. That's good stuff. Well, congrats, man.
Thanks, Boston. Appreciate it.
No problem.